We are on part 3. I know this is a lot of information, but it's so good and I love sharing. I hope you hear my passion for sharing through this video. So let's talk about phase 3 or part 3. There is multi-parts to creating your ads and your ad set and your campaign. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to share all of the goodies that come along with it so that way you feel fully equipped to launch your campaign and start to maximize and get those leads in place. So now we're going to talk about your ad setup as creating the creative and the forms. So starting first and foremost, we are going to try to determine what ad we would like. We've already named it, so the way we know. It's important to name your ad and your ad set because when it comes time for an ad to come through, if you have a CRM, it's going to tell you what ad was performing. It's going to tell you the name of the ad the person came in on. And if all of your ads all say ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, ad 4, you're not going to know how to properly respond to that because each ad is different, right? The offer may be different for each ad, and so you were just thinking, I got a lead, but what is a CRM going to send to them? What is your assistant going to tell them if they don't know which ad name that they came in on? So you always want to name your ads. Next thing is you always want to identify which Facebook page you will be running your ads on and Instagram account that you'll be running your ads on if you have multiple. The next category is going to be ad setup. So we're going to do the ad creative. So for me, you have 3 options. You have create your own ad, use an existing post, or Creative Hub mockup. If I was going to use an existing post, I would use Ad Center. I would not be using Ad Manager. Of course, we're going to talk about Ad Center in another video. I'm going to create a single image ad, but if it was a video or a carousel, this is where I would determine that. Again, you want to make sure that you are you know exactly which ad you're setting up because if you try to change this after you've put in your copy, it's going to delete all the copy and you have to start all over. It's so tedious, so annoying. Okay. This one right here is multi-advertising ads. Okay. You can have your ads ran in multiple different ad sets, but I typically sometimes will turn this off depending on the ad that I have running, and sometimes I will keep it on. It just really depends on the ad that I have running. Last but not least, or second to last but not least, we have our destination. In the beginning, when we did our campaign, we determined in our ad set, we determined that we wanted this to be a instant form. We wanted someone to fill out the form online. It wasn't that we wanted them to send us a message or call us or any of those things. We just wanted them to fill out the form. So because of that, we need to create a form. Now, I did create a form already in a previous video, but the video was deleted. So I'm going to recreate the form for you so where you can see step by step how to create the form. And then we are going to see here, how would you like the leads delivered to you? This is optional. Again, all leads are going to go through the lead form or the lead area in your Meta Business Suite. But if you want to have them go to your Google Sheet because you have an assistant that you don't have not given access to your Facebook page to, you may want to get all your leads to go to Google Sheets. You may want to get all your leads to go to the CRM. It's totally up to you what you have available to you. Again, Google Sheets is free, and then your CRM is something that you probably pay for outside of your fees and all that good stuff. But you can always use the free Meta Business Suite. Just let all the leads go there, and then you yourself, if you don't grant access to someone else, will have to go in and cultivate those leads. And then we have our ad creative down here. So for right now, let's go ahead and create the form. Okay. So the form is going to be titled, I'm going to see Ad Lab Form 2 because I've already created one in another video. In the form, we want to see what the form type is. Now, this is extremely important because it depends on the intent that you want. If you want high quality leads, then you want to do something like a higher intent form where it requires someone to confirm that their information is correct. That means that they have to go through an extra step and confirm and say, I do confirm this information is correct. I want to be contacted. More volume is just if you are just trying to get as many leads as possible. If you're casting your net wide and collecting as many leads as you can get, and you will qualify them based upon calling, texting, email. And then last but not least, you have your rich creative, which is going to be you holding the intention of the audience a little bit longer. So this is going to end up putting a little image up here. So you can add some additional stuff here for the person to see, right? I typically stay either on higher intent or more volume. For the sake of this conversation, I'm going to do more volume. And then when it comes to form delivery, I'm just going to do optimized forms, okay? I'm going to let Facebook change how the form looks based upon who they think or the audience is going to respond to the form. Now you can manually select the forms per person, right? You can manually select that. Excuse me. So let's do this. Let's just do optimize and we're going to go next. My greeting is going to say, grab your townhome inventory. Inventory. Because maybe my ad was about inventory. Maybe my copy was about homes that are in 28208 under 300,000, whatever it was. And then I'm going to do a quick little paragraph and say, fill out this form to get access to my list of townhomes in 28208 under 500K, right? And I'm going to go next, and you can see the form being created here. I'm going to add a short question. I'm going to add some questions here just to make the form a little bit more high intent. I may say, are you working with, I'm going to do that next. Hold on. Let's go with this one first. Hold on one second. I'm going to say, what is a comfortable mortgage payment, right? And we're going to say under 3K a month, above 3K a month, right? That's going to let me know if someone they have an intent, they know what they want to spend per month, because, as you guys may know, that a townhome under 300,000 is a different price per month than a townhome under that's at 500,000. So that gives me a little bit more intent. The next one is going to be, are you working with a loan officer? That's important, right? Because you want to know if they are pre-approved. You can even say, are you pre-approved? Yes, no, right? That may be a question. Another question that you may have that may be conditional may be something along the lines of, let's see if there's one I can do. Are you working with a real estate agent, right? Yes or no. That will help you move that person through the pipeline that we saw on our lead center. You may move them to unqualified or no lead or whatever because they're working with a real estate agent, and you cannot, of course, with our professional development and things like that, work with them if they're working with someone else. What I will say is I like for my phone numbers to go not to be optional. And I like for it to say, give me your full name, give me your phone number, and then give me your email address. And then I like to tell them this information will be provided to Christina so that, and her staff in a effort to contact you. Because you want to tell them how their information is going to be used, especially if you're in certain states like California. You have to tell that their information will not be sold or whatever. So use whatever you think that your laws say you have to say, okay? It's supposed to be in a effort. And then we're going to go to next, right? And last but not least, we're going to provide our website for them to see our privacy policy so that they can confirm that I'm not selling their information, okay? And then last but not least, we are going to say thank you. So instead of saying thanks for you're all set, I'm going to say, please schedule a consultation or a chat or book a showing. Whatever you are wanting them to do. Remember, you need a strong CTA So when you get to the end of this, you have another CTA. So you're keeping them engaged. So they're going to fill out the form. And if they fill out the form, they're also going to then schedule an appointment. You're going to say, interested in seeing new townhomes by Pulte. Let's schedule a private tour, right? And then you want to link the calendar that you have or whatever. I'm just typing stuff in, ignore my spelling. And then you're going to say view website. And you're going to say, instead of saying view website, I'm going to say book now or book here or click here, because your CTA should tell them what to do next. Click here, right? And then we're going to create the form. This is just some quick little stuff, And then we're going to do, oh, wait, this does not work. Let's see, calendly.com. And we're going to create the form. Boom, shakalaka, there's our form. Let's say that you were creating a form for not only, you had an ad for 28210, or you had one for Casablanca. Is it Casablanca? Let's say San Diego. San Diego. You can duplicate this form and then just edit the information to say San Diego, and then name it Ad Lab Form San Diego. And then that way the information is still the same. So you're still getting the name, email, and you're still getting all that stuff, but it's catered towards that ad that you are trying to promote. Then you're going to go down here and we are going to, now there are some, like I said, quality filters where you can get higher quality people by saying, I need for you to fill out and confirm your telephone number. You're going to receive a text message or whatever. And it just means that you're going to get a higher quality lead because the person has gone through those steps. Now let's talk about the ad creative. I am going to show you how I create my Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads, you're going to go to add media, add image, and you're going to upload an image that you think is going to be best suited for your ad. So I'm going to do retargeting for now. And you see here, do you see how this is cropped? And it's cropped very strangely, right? You can do original here, square, and then vertical, you want the original is going to look like this, right? But you really want this. And same here with the horizontal. You really need this. And if you crop it, this is all the consumer is going to see. So what I like to do is go over to Canva. And let's say that this is a square ad. What I will do is I will resize my image to fit what I need for it to do. So for instance, the resizing for an Instagram reel is going to be here. I'm going to copy and resize. And I am going to go over to my designs. Let's go over here and see if I can go to my designs. Or let's just resize this image for the sake of this. We're going to resize this image. You see how it extended this image? We're going to now share this image. We're going to download it. And remember that when you're creating Canva images, you need to create a Canva image for each of these requirements. So I'm going to resize this image again, and I'm going to resize this image so that way it is an Instagram reel. Take note of this, 1200 by 638 pixel. That's going to be for, it's going to be for this horizontal ad. Then we're going to go back over here and we're going to resize this for Instagram reel. Take a note of that size again. Okay. And of course, you got to kind of take this stuff and you're going to want to stretch it out so it can be seen, right? You want to stretch it on out so that way your image has the correct proportions, and we're going to download that. I feel like I'm going over and I apologize in advance. We're going to allow it. Okay, now that we have our images, and yes, I know they don't match what we're doing here, I am going to replace this image. I'm going to upload my recent downloads. I'm going to upload here. I'm going to upload again because I need the other image as well. And I'm going to go back. And I'm going to replace this one as well with this one. You see how that works? You see how this now is the correct, this is correct. And then I'm going to go next. And this is where my creative is going to go. Facebook is going to show me how it looks on the ad. It's going to show me how it's going to come up. And you see how it has the enhanced CTA? That's how you get that get started here. So we're done. This is how it's going to see in Reels. We're done here. Now we have our creative. Now we have our creative. Now we know how it's going to look in our Instagram feed. Let's say I wanted to see how it was going to look in our Facebook feed. It's going to show me my Facebook feed. It's going to show me every aspect of how this is going to look. So now we have our media. Now we're going to talk about copy for your ad. I'm going to do another video on copy for your ad and doing winning copy. This is the basis of it, y'all. It's that simple. You're going to do 5 primary texts, and I'm going to show you where primary texts go. It's going to be the So again, I'm promoting my inventory list, right? So as you can see, the primary text is going to go here. It's going to go here. Your headline is going to go here. Where this says form, that's your headline. You're going to say, that's where your strong CTA is. It's like, click here. See how it changes it here? And then your description is going to be something different. Let's say, get your inventory. Oh, Lord. That's going to be your description. The description is going to go in other places. So depending on where the ad goes, it's going to go in different places, the description. And a lot of times, here it is right here. You see it? It's going to be at the bottom of a video that's playing. Remember that Judge Judy video? And I was trying to show you guys how it comes up. It's going to come up just like this at the very bottom. So that description is going to be for someone who's looking at Judge Judy and they look down and they read your little description. And your little description may say something along the lines of, get access to a inventory list of townhomes in 28208 if you click the link. See how it's down here? It's in the bottom, and that's what you're gonna do. And you may want to change this from sign up to book now to subscribe. But if you try to click something that Meta does not allow, it will tell you, it will red flag you and say, no, it needs to be like subscribe. If I try to put subscribe, it may say, no, you can't do subscribe. It may something, and see what it says here? We turned on 3 enhancements. By changing my call to action, they turned on 3 enhancements. I may do learn more. Learn more. I may do sign up. So that may be my call to action is going to be sign up. It's either going to be sign up, learn more. And like I said, if I'm trying to have them schedule an appointment, it may say book now. Get in touch is one, get the offer. You can choose whichever one you want to choose. And that is how you do it. That is how you do the basics of publishing an ad. Now it's time to publish it. You want to have at least 5 different headings, 5 different descriptions, and 5 different primary texts. Let Facebook optimize and choose which heading, which description, which primary text is going to attract the client. If you only have one and that one doesn't work, then it's like, that one doesn't work. But if you have 5 and Facebook puts all 5 out there, then you can see which one is performing better. And then you can put more money towards that. Congratulations. You have built a ad, and you have built one inside of an ad set. You have built one ad inside of an ad set. Go and replay all 3 of these videos so the way you can practice, practice, practice in building out an ad. Because once you get to building out an ad, you can do both the top of the funnel, traditional funnel ads, or you can do an all-in-one ad. You can do an all-in-one. In the next video, I'm going to talk about all-in-one and the traditional ads a little bit more, part 2.